Hello! Welcome to Obnoxious Babes TV. I'm here with two special guests, Steve and Don. How you guys doing today?
Fantastic. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm
doing
great.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Steve Cash Money Bags, aka the Fitness Zaddy. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Jess from the Block, and SVM, Shifted Vision Media Entertainment. I got that right.
Yeah, you definitely got it right.
I'm forever messing that shit up. Anyways, give them your socials before we get started, guys.
Oh well, damn! You can find me on Steve Cash underscore on Instagram. Find me there. All the fuckery. You know, come fuck with me.
Facts. Find me Donnie With The Locs IG. Holla at me, man.
Why you acting a little shy?
I don't got a little radio voice
I
on.
know, for real.
Take a shot.
94.1.
Y'all turned up for everybody. I'm just let y'all.
Smooth Donnie. This is smooth. That's what it is.
She came on like, oh my God.
Yeah, my man Donnie
He's
Smooth.
like,
That's what it
can
is.
I cuss on the show? The fuck you can.
Yeah, that was her first word on here. She was like, fuck you.
Took you back a little bit, huh?
I'm a little spicy sometimes,
that.
so I know people can get along.
Ain't never want being a little spicy. You know
Yo,
what I'm
she only
saying?
one
Sometimes.
shot in too.
And only one shot in. I'm like this
Speaking
when I'm
of, we
sober.
gonna knock it off early.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Any it's your show. You want to toast?
I want to toast to the end of fucking 2020 because I'm over it. I'm ready for 2021. 2020 was trash, and I think we all need to move forward in life. What y'all think?
I agree. Hopefully 2021 doesn't be like, hey, 2020, hold my beer. And fuck all our ass up. Right. Let's hope not.
Okay, can we speak positivity into this cheers?
Y'all got the longest ass like toast in the world. Like normally we just toast and
you added the extendo.
Y'all niggas is
you
like,
added at least eight clips, eight shots to it.
Y'all ready?
Yeah,
all
let's
right.
go.
Cheers. Salud.
Salud.
Salud. Let's get shaky.
Oof, I gotta hold my hat, guys.
You almost blow off your head?
Oh, wig,
Shit.
hair, eyelashes. Bitch better look real.
Shit hit it in her chest.
Oh.
Thank you for having me back on Obnoxious Babes. By the way, I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. As everyone knows, Diana's missing. She still has been kidnapped. The guy wants a ransom of $1 million, and guess what? I'm broke, so she'll come back one day, hopefully alive. But in the meantime, Steve from the Pour Up podcast will be my co-host, talking about, whatever we talk about.
Facts, big facts.
Especially since he speaks the truth, and I feel like, he's the right partner because he speaks his mind and not scared to speak his mind, and we need someone up here, especially for the guys, because y'all be complaining on your Instagrams to your homeboys.
Yeah, she's starting early.
Yeah, but not to us. So that's why this platform is here for. And today I wanted to discuss, mainly for not talk shit or whatever, but I think ladies need to get a better insight on what men want. It's always about what women want in men, but it's never like, what does it take to be that female's man?
Okay.
Like, what is the qualification to be Steve's girl? What is the qualification to be Don's girl? And then once we do reach that level of, titlemanship of being your girlfriend, that's the probation period error. Like, what does it take and what do I have to do to keep this relationship going and hopefully soon to be your wife, to take your last name? Because a lot of people can't handle your sex drive, or can't keep up with your lifestyle, or be able to be submissive or compromise or whatever, and to keep you just with her only, not fuck any bitch in the world, just fuck this one old pussy. Like, what does it take for that girl for you to stop your whole world and be like, I'm for you?
See, the thing is, when you use that one old pussy, that's a problem. When it gets old, that's kind of the play on words, and that one that stuck out to me. How to not make it be old?
See, I feel like with that though, like there's another dynamic that goes on with that too, because women cheat too.
Facts, but right there, I fully agree. But
I'm just saying, so it's like we talking about that one old pussy, but like what happens when she had that old dick too?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's a fact.
It goes, you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, I
it
see what
goes,
you're saying. Yeah, that's a
it
fact.
goes both ways. It's
Which
you
I
know
get,
what I mean?
but like he said, let's stick it on the men because I want it to be about you guys. Like, what keeps you not going out of the network? What have you ever been with someone that almost like you thought of being your wife? Because you probably, I'm pretty sure everyone here has passed with a lot of girls. Whether you dated them, whether they were your girlfriend, you brought them through Thanksgiving, or you just slept with them and that's it, or they were like a regular. I don't know your situation,
Facts.
but there was always that one that always passed certain levels to be like the one. Like no guy is just gonna be randomly like, okay, I'm gonna marry this bitch tomorrow.
Facts.
And I'm gonna stop fucking every girl in the world because she's the one, and then keep on that solidarity to be solid throughout the whole relationship. I mean, we got people out here. I'm not gonna say from our generation because we haven't made it there, but from past generations that they've been together for like 50 years, and he been fucking the same old pussy without fucking other bitches.
Okay.
So
All right, granted. All right, I'm gonna defend that right quick, and then I'm gonna bring it back in so we can stick to the topic at hand. The problem is, or the issue with our grandfathers and grandmothers back then, they didn't have the means to contact and find out information as quick as we do today. Our grandfathers, they had other families just in a whole nother city.
Right.
Our grandmothers did
Right.
not know about it
Right.
because they didn't have Instagram, Twitter, other social medias.
Right.
They wasn't going shopping all the way across to St. Pete. They would just hit their local tampon
Life was
spots.
more simple then.
Right, way more simple. So grandma thought grandfather was supposed to have been home at 7. You know what I'm saying? With real life, grandfather got off at 4, but he was with his other family until 7,
Right.
and then came home to do that. So honestly, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Ain't shit changed. It just situations. It just switched to where we can't keep hiding it now. Social media ruined a lot of shit. But the question is, what makes
social media doesn't ruin anything. The people behind the picture.
that's a
ruins
fact. Just like
everything.
guns don't kill people, people kill
Yeah,
people.
that's just.
I agree.
That's
DMX.
whack.
Yeah, just like that. So I do agree with that. But it just but also in the same breath, our grandfather didn't know just by clicking an app that a bad bitch is on the next block. He
So
don't know that.
that's why I disagree. Like I had that conversation. Like I'm not gonna get mad if my man likes other females' pictures. I'm not gonna get mad. Small things like that, just to keep it small. As long as he's not entertaining her in her
Facts.
DMs
Understand.
and things like that, that's where I'm gonna be like, what's
And
going on
rightfully
here?
so, naturally,
Right.
yeah,
But
yeah, you
he's a
should.
man. Like I'm not gonna be over here stalking his socials to see which bitch pictures he liked today. He's gonna be a man at the end of the day.
Facts.
Now, where his loyalty lies with me, that's where the question I have. If I go into your DMs and you're entertaining bitches in your DMs on Facebook, on whatever Twitch, Instagram, whatever the fuck's out there now, I have a problem with that because I'm over here dodging, and you're over here shooting out. Who's gonna catch it today? That's not fair.
Facts.
So I
No
know
EBB.
females.
No
I know
EBB. Do not
females
entertain
do get
bad bitches.
mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know females do get mad at that, but they shouldn't get mad at that.
Yeah. So all right. So back to the original question at hand. For me, as far as relationship goes, I'm big on loyalty. My female almost like loyalty, it almost comes part of a female. Something is
Right.
up with the female. I value y'all so much. I just put y'all on a pedestal to like y'all are just bred different. You know what I'm saying? So that's like just natural first for me.
For everybody,
Loyalty,
loyalty,
yeah,
number
like-
one
For females anyway.
for females.
Yeah.
I will hope.
Yeah.
Is there other sex that you're attracted to?
Nah, definitely not. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I wanna make
Maybe,
sure.
maybe in the past life, I don't know. I don't remember that. I ain't living. But this life, it's only pussy. This life currently right now. That's
Pussy.
it. Just only pussy.
I like the way he says that.
Yeah,
Pussy.
only pussy.
Got Steve, man. Got
Can we
wild,
get that
man.
like remix? I swear, it's like
That
You know what I'm saying?
pussy.
But still, we salute to the gays and all that. We don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out
Word.
there do your thing. But anyway, I'm speaking for men that only like pussy. Yeah, loyalty is big for me. So for you to when I make a woman my girlfriend, loyalty means a lot to me at first. And honestly, even in the talking stage, you gotta still remain loyal in the talking stage, in a sense.
so. In that talking stage, how do you determine if someone's loyal?
After we're going to, well, honestly, I just go off for actions, and also what you don't know don't hurt you. I'm not one to really ask a lot of shit. I just go off your vibes and see how just see how you move.
Energy
You
don't
know what
lie.
I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking at first, you know what I'm saying? Just like example, my phone up right now is cool. Like if I'm on a date, whatever, her phone up, then let's say by the third, fourth date, all of a sudden like your phone's starting to go down, you're face down, but on a consistent basis. I can't help that I notice that.
Right.
I'm just saying.
What does that mean if you put the phone down?
I don't know. It could mean a lot of things. Maybe. Oh shit. Donnie, help me out here.
Now look. I don't even want to even have a phone out. Like if I'm on a date with you and you have your phone out.
Oh, she can't have her phone now.
No, you can't.
No. Look, understand. Hold on. No. Understand. No. Like you can check it real quick, but like it's me and you. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's not supposed to be me, you, and Facebook.
So
me,
it
you, and
bothers
Instagram,
you, like
me,
if
you,
a
and-
girl like
yeah,
on a date,
it's rude.
she's like,
That's wild rude.
wait a minute.
Yeah, that's rude. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's rude. But to the original question, I would say most importantly for me is to make sure that the woman wants the same thing that I want. You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of women will entertain you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they like you on that kind of level. So if I'm feeling a female, for me, it's important for me to know that she not only likes me, but she also loves me. Like I want a woman to desire me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
facts.
like is one thing, but when a person desires you, that's a whole different level. So trying to find both of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's real.
How would
to
you
me-
determine that when you're talking to someone or dating someone?
I mean, I think you take your time with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like nowadays our generation is so quick. It's a microwave generation. Everything gets clickable button, boom, 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 boom. So I think you have to take your time. You have to date a little bit. You have to see like, what's this person interested in? Does this person hit me up, or am I always the one hitting them up? Like, you know, it's just little things like that you can kind of gauge and see what's kind of going on. You know what I mean?
If I
Like,
didn't hit them first, will we not
yeah,
speak
but
about? I just
yeah.
want to spin it back real quick just to give a clarification. Honestly, depending on what you maybe you got a crazy job, you know what I mean? And I sometimes I put my phone face down only because notifications are a distraction. So it's a good point to sometimes just leave it either in your car, in your pocket, or just away if you want to pay attention to your lady, or if the lady want to pay attention to the guy. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it could be business. It could be a lot of things. So honestly, I had to run it back because I'm trying to give a real honest.
The only
Conversation.
reason why I ask
So,
is
yeah.
sometimes I put my phone towards the back, sometimes I put my phone towards the
Right.
front, and it's
Yeah.
like an innocent thing.
Yeah.
And I have heard a lot that people who put their phone face down are cheating, but I don't feel like that's the case for everybody because
That's a
it
fact.
Yeah, no,
depends.
there's
So that's why I-
no,
It depends
there's
what
no,
the fuck's going on. I
yeah.
might just
That's
throw
why-
my
that's
phone.
why
I don't think there's no one size fits all. But for
Yeah.
me, like I said, if I'm out on a date with somebody, I feel like that's me and your time. So
Yeah.
I feel like
I see where you're coming from with that.
of like obviously people have kids. We all grown. We got kids. We got other things that we going on. So yeah,
Facts.
check your phone real quick, see what's going on.
Exactly.
But by and large, you're in tune with what's going on here. It's like what we doing right now. Everybody ain't on their phones and shit.
Facts.
We
We
in tune with what's
vibing.
going on. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you. So we passed this part of you guys meeting and dating. So you guys are now like they're your girlfriends.
Okay.
All right. So what is the requirements? Because the dating part is the easy part. The title, having the title is the hardest part. Keeping that relationship going, keeping it spicy how it was from the beginning to like however you guys end, whether it's till marriage and death to us part or you guys break up sometime within the time frame. Like what does it require for someone to be your girlfriend and to keep that entitlement for you guys to be happy? Like what does it require to be Steve's girl? What does it require to be Don's girl?
I would say the same thing. I think the lust factor in relationships is a very underrated value. Like I think a lot of times we spend time focusing on love, like love, but we never really focus on desire. Like, do you want to be with that person outside of the
physical?
the physical? No. Not outside of like the maybe material things that they can offer you, but even physically, are you still physically attracted to the person? Like, do you want to fuck this person? That's important because one of the leading causes of divorce is sex. We don't like to talk about it, but it's a fact, and it's been consistent for the last 20
I
years
think
or
it-
so.
I think it
So I
would
think
be-
the desire factor, the lust factor, is very important in relationships. So not only, once again, does she like me or does she love me, but does she still desire me after 5
So many
years,
years.
10 years, 20 years, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
I feel you, and I heard all that, but I think more so that probably falls on the man because more than likely, it's the man that like why would a man stop wanting his woman sexually? Because honestly, at the end of the day, a man will fuck a peanut butter sandwich.
I'm trying to
Sure,
tell you.
but what
He
I'm
fuck
saying,
everybody. He want
true,
everyone to
but
touch the dick, but
it
the
might
doctor.
be it might be
trying
the
to tell you.
reciprocated because the other part to that leading cause of one of the leading causes of divorce is sex.
Sex or
is,
finances.
It's actually women being dissatisfied in the bedroom. So it's not that the man don't want to fuck her; it's that the woman don't want to fuck him. So
I
to
agree
me,
with that. I agree with
it
that.
becomes very important though to just make sure we still have that
So-
chemistry, even down the road.
Can I chime in real quick?
Sure.
Because I'm going to be very honest. This is why I have the podcast. I sometimes don't feel like having sex. And that's just me. It's not that I don't desire to be with him. And it's not that I don't love him any less. It's just sometimes I'm just not in the fucking mood.
But that's different. That's,
But sometimes it's not, it's a consistent basis that I'm like that. So for me as a woman, not wanting to have sex all the time as how we used to, it has put a burden on me because men end up cheating on me or they end up leaving me because they don't feel that love or desire that you speak of. And it hurts me because that love and desire is always there for me. Like, I love you and I desire you, but how come men can't compromise with me and understand as a woman, like, sometimes I don't want to fuck you like a rabbit. Sometimes I want to have intellectual conversations and not have sex every fucking day or morning to night or once a week is fine with me. Sometimes it depends on my mood. Sometimes I'll fuck you twice a day every day, or sometimes I will fuck you once a week, or sometimes I will fuck you 3 times a month. I don't know what mood I'm in. So at the same time, like, as a man, like, are you able to understand like where a woman's coming from that felt like how I felt?
I would say yes or no, right? Because as a man, honestly, if I'm gonna just be honest as me. If I'm talking to a woman, if I'm taking a woman out, whether I say this consciously or subconsciously, I'm trying to fuck. I'm just being honest. Like, whether that's a conscious thing or whether that's a subconscious thing, that's the whole reason why we are here on this date, right? That's the whole reason why we're engaging in conversations, because I'm trying to figure out, do we have that kind of chemistry where I can get you in bed? That's just how it is, right?
To me, 5 years in the game, like deep 5 years.
Right. But even in 5 years, I think it's still important to have, maybe not to that same level. Like, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right. But I think it's still important to have that same, I still think it's important to have sexual chemistry that far along in the game, you know? And let's be real, right? Complacency can set into anybody, right? Complacency can set in. Everybody gets complacent.
Yeah.
You get used to dating somebody, and let's be honest, right? Knowing someone sometimes can kill intimacy because you know them. There's a routine. I know he's gonna call me every day at 5. I know she's gonna call me every day at 6. I know where she works. She this. Know what kind of. There's no switch up, right? We always talk a lot about having that spark. You know, I want to feel that sensation again, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Men want to feel that same sensation as well. So let's just be honest. Sometimes the norm can get boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I want to feel like 5-10 years down the road, even when we're married, once kids and all those type of things have came, I still want to feel like we can have that same level of excitement in the bedroom.
And that's a lot of
I can
work.
agree. I do have to speak on something that you did that you said on behalf of the women's sake. As honestly, I'm a real away from all the bullshit.
Before you start, not all women, but I know a lot of women are like me.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
So as I really am an advocate for a lot of women, to be honest. I really do ride with the women for a lot of shit. And to be honest, at the end of the day, it's your body, your choice. I understand y'all are not machines. Y'all cannot fuck. It may start out that way, but also start out, it's always hot and heavy in the beginning. And of course, there's always a drawback and fallback with sex. And as you get into 2 years in the game, 3 years in the game, 4 or 5 years, things always, it's going to be a drawback.
It's the truth.
But then, in my opinion, at that standpoint, it becomes a man's job to stimulate her, not just when it's time to fuck, but it becomes an all-day thing for you. My stimulation, sexual stimulation starts when y'all first wake up. Matter of fact, what if you started calling for her in the morning before you left the crib?
Yeah.
What if text her all day? Text her in the morning, hey, by the way, this morning you look so good.
Spice it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Do something different.
Tell her some spicy shit. Tell her some shit that. Tell some shit that you wanted to do, but you wanted to give her time to get herself together. Tell her like give her mind stimulate her mind all day long, not just when it's bedtime you smack on the ass, expect her to just jump in the bed and be ready to fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's when that might work in the beginning because that's what it is in the beginning. Y'all both are on each other 24/7. Y'all can't get enough of each other, but complacency becomes with everything. It's not just with that, with a job, everything.
Yeah.
You can get your dream car today. I promise you. That dream car today is not going to be the same dream car 3 years from now. You drove it 3 million fucking times.
It's
different. The car.
But what I'm saying is the difference, I think, in what she said and what other people may experience is she said, I still desire that person. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's a difference. And, you know, let's be honest, right? Even I don't always feel like having sex.
Yeah.
That's just what it is, right? But what I'm saying is when the desire factor leaves, when the lust factor leaves, when you no longer look at that person and be like, I want that person in a different kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I think, where things become a little hazy. You know what I'm saying? And it can happen on both sides. I'm not saying
I
that
agree.
it's just women that do that or just men that do that. It happens on both sides, you know.
Facts.
We see, I mean, divorce is at 50%. So, you know, when you look at that, there's something going on there that's not being talked
I
about.
just say that because a lot of men misunderstand women like me because
Agree.
they assume that we don't desire them, and they assume that we don't love them, which I get because we're not showing that part of it. So, but then we get victimized as that, you know, either we're cheating or we don't love them or we don't desire them, and that's not the case. Like, look, I got 4 kids. I do virtual schooling with them. I work from home. You guys know I do my acting school. I'm studying stocks and investment, like
I'm
back
busy.
to back. I'm busy.
Yeah.
Your mind is elsewhere.
My,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and by the time is like me time or us time, like I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Like I could tell you guys, like I don't have to like front to be a freak. Everyone has a little freak in them. Like I can fuck you in the back of the car. I can suck your dick in the back of someone's car. But then I can also be a prune and sit in the bed and like, I don't want to fuck you right now. I just want to watch a Netflix movie and kiss you and smoke and have a good night, you know? So, but sometimes that is a deal breaker for guys because guys, you guys, a lot of guys' sex drives, I don't care, unless the female matches your sex drive, because I've met some females that can match men's sex drives.
Fact.
But I'm
Yeah,
speaking for
they
the
out there.
females like me,
Yeah.
like I can't match a lot of these men's sex drives. I can't as a female. And it has been a down breaker for me in my life because not that I'm a freak and I can please them or whatever. That's not the question. It's just I can't keep up with them.
Yeah.
So either they cheat on me and then we end up breaking up or whatever. So, and sometimes I feel like, you know, you, just like I asked you, what's the requirements for men? Like, there's some requirements for females we also ask for. Like, in this situation,
Absolutely.
like, if
As you
you're
should.
willing for me to be more submissive to you, if you're worth it, I'm willing to be more submissive to you. But in the same time, like if I'm in this state of mind, like I don't want to have sex, and if I'm in this mood, in this funk, and there's weeks that go by, and I know you're sexually frustrated, like, are you willing to stay solid for me?
I think that's difficult because I like to think of sex to a man like security is to a woman. So I think that's really difficult. I think security to a woman is a basic need for a woman. She has a basic need for security. I'm not just talking about finances. 'Cause every time
Right.
we talk about security, people just want to jump to finances. It's
Right.
far deeper than
It's
that.
broad.
Yeah, it's
Very
security
broad.
is a very broad term. You
Absolutely.
know, so I think about sex for a man in that same kind of dynamic. You know, I don't necessarily, and I understand your standpoint, but as a man, sometimes you don't necessarily want to hear like she doesn't want to have sex with
Yeah.
you. It's almost like me saying I'm not gonna go to work tomorrow and pay the bill. Like you get what I'm saying? Like
I will have to
you know.
ask.
Now
this.
I'm not saying you know he should break up with you or anything like that the first time those things happen or the few times those things happen because there are other dynamics.
But this
other
is the
factors
truth
that
of
are
the
going
fact
on.
of it is a
But
lot
the
of men
truth of the
think
matter
like
is,
you.
Grounds
men
of
feel
cheating.
rejected when you say I don't want to
They
give you no
do.
boom boom.
And
Grounds of
that's the
cheating-
fact.
Grounds of cheating should never be accepted, and it is not fair. Excuse me. First, let me say that. But
Yes.
second off, let me now ask the question: is it fair for a woman to know she cannot match her sex drive to want a man and want him? Like, let me finish. You get with the man, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to take away half the time you like to have sex. You can't do half the things you want to do anymore, and you need to still be happy. Clearly, that's not going to make me happy.
But clearly a woman doesn't plan that either.
I'm sorry.
Clearly a woman doesn't plan that either the way you just did it.
yeah. But she doesn't plan it that way.
No, but
this
it
happens.
It happens.
But if
The way you said it.
If you know yourself, if you know you can't match this man's sex drive, like, it's even fair to still want him to still just want him to cut all
I'm
that
always
off.
honest with my men, though.
And also
Honest, I'm very honest with my men. This is what you're dealing with, especially like when you're this deep in the game with me. Like I'm always honest with them,
And I
I always try to make it clear, like it's
Yeah.
not you, it's me. You know, and I know that sounds like so like cliche,
Yeah.
but it's true because I don't know how else to put it, and I understand if it does come to that point. Like at the end of the day, like it goes back to what this topic's about. Are you able to satisfy that man? Are you able to be John's girlfriend, or you're able to be
Yeah.
Steve's girlfriend, or you're able to be Mark's girlfriend, whoever the
And I'll tell
fucking
you
guy
what, for
name
me,
is.
if I do love you, I can sacrifice that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, are you willing to
If I
sacrifice
love
if I'm
you,
willing
but
to
love
sacrifice?
is so powerful, though. That's the
See.
problem. Like,
And
I can separate.
how are you willing to determine that?
It's just a feeling. I can't say. Well, I can describe it how it feels for me, and someone else could be like, I don't feel that shit at all. Then someone else gonna be like, Nah, I feel exactly what you're saying.
Have you
It's all
ever been in
opinion.
love?
And I,
Yes, absolutely. I've been in love several times.
and I feel you on that. But for me, once again, I want to feel that same. I want it to be reciprocated because I don't feel like if I'm dating a woman long term, I don't really feel like a lot of her requirements have changed in the relationship. She still wants me to be as committed to her as we were day one. So if she's expecting that type of commitment from me, why is it then that I can't expect that same type of commitment from her?
And I
To
can't
stay the
argue
same,
with
it's
that.
like to keep the
That's
energy the
that's
same
just
as
facts.
from the beginning.
What's the colloquial
got
saying?
you-
Yes.
What's the colloquial saying, right? Don't introduce me to a vibe that you
Yeah.
can't make.
Right,
And
You know
that's
what
why I
I'm
wanted to talk about this, because women, we ask for a lot. We do. And I don't want to hear any woman out here say that we don't. We do ask for a lot at a certain, depending on the guy. But at the same time, we never sit back and think like, damn, what does it take for me to give him the same energy as I'm requesting? And sometimes as women, some men take it as a lot, so they don't even give us any energy at all. So then we're not really asking for a lot. So it's like sometimes we sound crazy when we talk, like how I'm talking now, but it's the truth. Like, this is what I want, and this is what I want you to give me. But then the guy don't even get started. Like, he's like, oh my God, like,
And once again, and I don't
at
think
that
it's
point,
anything
you should
wrong.
cut him off immediately then, because you also have the right, if you feel that's the case, if he starts to fall back or he's not meeting those criteria that you have set, you don't have to continue any of that to where 2, 3, 4 years down the line it gets that far.
And I feel like that should be the same thing for men.
Of
Like
course. I
don't
feel
even
I feel
get
like,
that
I feel
far.
like,
Same
yeah,
thing for
like,
men.
I feel like it should be the same thing for men. Like I don't want to.
But
I don't want to be. I don't want to be
Do we
introduced.
not? We have privilege as men. We have man privilege.
Okay.
What's that
No,
man
I'm asking
privilege?
you.
To a point.
I'm asking you. Do we have man
I mean, I
privilege?
think.
Disclose this man privilege to the audience.
Yeah. I mean, what do you mean by men privilege?
Like
I
meaning
don't
like
know.
we can like we kind of set the tone. We will only go.
Yes.
We will only do what the woman allows us to do. Because what one woman won't
Can you
allow, the
run
next
that
one
back
will.
one more time? Run it back one more time. Say that line
We
one
want
more
to keep it a
time.
buck of what we're going to do. What we're doing here. What
Say
we
it.
doing?
Oh,
What are we doing? What we
Yo,
doing?
hush it
I
up.
don't know.
Say that line one more
I don't know.
time.
'Cause
And
I know a lot of niggas-
ladies, you heard it here first.
I know a lot of niggas that's pussy whoops. I
Listen,
don't know.
stop right here.
Men too.
Stop it right
If
here.
that's
I
as
want the
factual
world
as
to
you
hear
wanna-
this.
Men too.
If you
Men-
want to
they-
throw
they-
that out there,
they-
I don't know if that's as.
Niggas, hell.
don't know if that's-
Speaking from what I was pussy with.
Look,
once
cause
in my life.
I was gonna say, cause I done been in that situation
pussy
where
with once in my
where
life.
every
Wait a
time she
minute,
said jump, I said how high.
I
Just
want
run it.
you to run back what you
I
just
remember what
said.
I said.
You said.
Oh, men will do whatever a woman allows us to
Thank
do.
you. Yes.
You know,
And I
that's a
wanted
fact.
to make it clear because a lot of women out here, they feel that way, and they get subject to like men's what they want. And they take advantage of, not y'all, but
I know
some
what you're
men
saying.
take
As a-
advantage
as
of
we're
some
gonna say as a
women,
whole.
and they know who to play. Like it's like playing spades. You know what cards to play,
course.
so you can win.
Right.
So they know what cards to play with us, so they can make sure that they can get the pussy. Whatever woman continues to allow that to go, will
Right.
keep on going.
Because again, women, y'all are usually
Emotionally as fuck.
naturally, y'all are caregivers.
Yes.
Y'all low as hell for the most part. Of course not. This doesn't go for all women across the board. You know what I'm saying? We all may have our own experiences, but
Cause I don't mind being the bad guy. Yeah, I don't.
no, that's cool.
You don't look like the bad
nurturers.
guy.
And women are nurturers. You know what I'm
We
saying?
are.
I get that.
Like,
I get that.
I'm
I
not
like
sure how
that.
you upbringing. I was raised
Yeah,
by
yeah,
women. My
I was
pops
too.
went there, you know what I'm saying? 3
Gotcha.
boys. My mom did
Absolutely.
the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
Shout out to
these-
my single mothers.
Yeah, so these
Shout
are
out.
those things that I experienced with women.
Right.
So, and minority women at that.
Absolutely.
So it's just kind of like,
Yeah. I got
just
you.
speaking from my own experiences.
I got you.
I could
All
tell
respect.
by the way you present yourself.
Yeah, because I'm with the shits and I can do my thing. I play around, but also
It
I
is
can
what
get
it
to
is.
it when it needs to get- you know what I'm
You
saying?
Yeah. I
understand
know how to
where
get
women
busy.
are coming from
Right.
sometimes, so you could tell like he has like that single
I
mom
definitely
point
have
of
an
view.
understanding. But so for me, back to your original question, just to wind it back, I believe I already said it. Loyalty is huge for me. Being loving, looks. Oh, everyone likes an attractive woman.
course.
Everyone wants a
course.
trophy wife
Of
or a
course.
trophy girlfriend, rather. Everyone
course.
like
But everyone has their own idea of.
of course. That's why
Yeah.
everyone all within your personal
Yeah.
standards
That's
of
true.
beauty. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
You know.
It's true.
But I like women that also other men would find attractive as well.
Of course.
But I got her. They didn't.
Yeah. It's an ego stroke.
That type of thing.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, or indifferent. Everybody likes their trophy girl.
How you
Of
handle
course.
that?
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
How you handle that?
How do I handle it? I handle it just
Because
fine.
some guys really can't handle that shit.
I handle it just fine. She needs to handle it. This comes back to the woman being low and
Yeah.
having
As long as she keeps
conducting
that.
herself
Yeah.
in a womanly manner, what I deem as a womanly manner, and having self respect. Like, don't just tell my homies. Like, if you like, don't do none of that weird shit. And
Don't
honestly,
entertain
and
anything.
also, I like to think like my circle is solid. I don't think I have any homies around in my circle.
Sure.
You
that
still
would try
gotta
me.
be like.
Though you never know.
Never
but then
know.
that's when it becomes.
Yeah.
That's when my girl need to be solid and the homies need to be solid.
Even the girl
Yeah.
homies don't even know.
Yeah.
You don't even know if
Yeah.
they're solid either. They might fuck my man too. Shit, fuck it.
Yeah, you just never know. That's just you know what I'm saying. So just
I mean, I would think after just having that wanting to know like if she wants that same thing back. Now, obviously, loyalty I think would be the second best thing for me. That's important because you know a lot of times we want these ideal relationships and we want these grandiose relationships or these relationships that we think are that relationship, but then we don't want to go through anything to really have that relationship
wanna
try.
test it. You mean like
you know
you
what
don't
I'm
wanna
saying?
test
Yeah,
it,
you don't
you
really
want
want
trials
to.
and
You don't really want to.
tribulations
And
to
I'm not
see.
even talking. I'm not even talking about
But
cheating. I
wouldn't
mean,
you
just
have
certain
to
things.
test it to know like if this like is real?
I mean, life.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you know,
Because
just
it's
dealing
not
with
perfect.
like,
It's
like,
not always like a good
yeah.
time.
I mean, but like, just life. You know, once again, how do you guys deal with the ups and downs of the relationship? You're not always going to find that person, you know, top 5 dead or alive. How do you deal with that in
There's
that
always gonna be
space?
some
How do
flaws.
we work in that space? You know?
I guess that's when trust will have to come in. That's when you
Yeah.
have to trust.
Well,
your partner.
not even just trust. I'm talking about how do we work through it together.
Compromise.
Oh, you mean like if
How do we work
Compromising.
through this? You know what I'm saying? You know, if we have an unplanned child, I mean, if a death in the family occurs, like real life
Bills
shit.
get
like,
tight.
re-
Someone lose their job.
like if real life shit happens, like can I?
He
still
broke
depend
his
on
leg.
you? Yeah.
Yeah, what
Now
happens
he
when you
can't-
can no longer provide any
Yeah.
longer for even if it's
What
for a
hap-
short time frame.
He's
God-
talking
God
about like a
forbid-
life
God
changing
forbid
decision.
you get in a car accident and
Yeah.
now you may
That's
not be
when
as
shit
attractive
gets
as
real.
you was
Yeah.
before because something happened. You know, like are you still gonna? Can I
Sole
still count
provider.
on you to be
Yeah.
there for me like you were before, or has something changed? And
I
let's
would
be real,
expect
we all know.
for her, regardless of sex drive. I know probably my sex drive is up and down, but best to believe it 100%. That's not
But not
questionable
even
on my
just, but not
behalf.
even,
So I guess that
just,
means
but not
love
even
is
just,
conditional.
but not even just sex
Unconditional.
drive.
No, that means love is
literally,
conditional.
like
It can be
And
depending
love-
upon
Because if
who
I
you
love,
dealing with.
because if I love you to the point up until God forbid
I would
that
take a bullet for
accident-
you.
Yeah.
that accident happened.
Yeah.
It's like now I'm no longer attracted, so now
Right.
I'm starting to fall back.
And let's be
So
honest.
love was conditional to that.
Yeah.
right. And let's be honest.
Situation.
And let's be honest. A lot of us don't even know that love is conditional till you get to
Until you
those
get
points.
Until you get to
That's the truth, right? That's why I'm always kind of skeptical about some of the shit that I see because it's like, okay, well, have your trial really been tested by fire yet?
Yeah, like let's hit
Yeah.
it.
It's cool to
let's
say
get
because
there.
everybody cool,
Facts. I
everybody great.
agree.
Yeah.
It's fun when everybody
I
partying.
agree.
It's great. But what
I-
happens when some real shit happens?
I agree.
Are we still as
It's
solid
easy
as
to
we
love when
was?
it's when everything's up. It's easy to love when you up. It's
I
easy.
can literally stand here and let you guys know that I've been through something like that. My man that was sitting over there in the audience, he was in a motorcycle accident.
Right.
I was supposed to have like a girls' night out, kind of. It was like a girls' dinner at dad's, and we went out there. I literally just got the menu in my hand, and then he calls me, and I only got one phone call, but he said he was blowing on my phone. So once I picked up, it was just that energy, and I don't know how to explain it, but you just knew something wasn't right. But once I picked up that phone and he told me that he was in the back of the ambulance and he got in a car accident, and that was the most he can say, that phone call changed my fucking life. I asked where you were going, and that was it. And I hung up the phone and I left there so quick. Me being almost like 9 months pregnant, leaving so quickly just to see what was going on. That is such a life-changing moment.
Yeah.
Because at that point, I was like, I don't know if he's gonna live. He's on a motorcycle, a truck hit him.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm over there crying with tears. And then after what we had to deal with pregnant after him surviving, like that was a lot for us to take mentally, financially, because he wasn't working. That was a lot.
And see, for me, it's those type of situations that you just described that really determines where I'm gonna go with a woman
Exactly.
because it's cool while everything is up.
It's cool.
It's cool while
But
everything is
you're
up.
not there
But
when he's broken up, handicapped as fuck.
And
You're
that
not
means
there
a lot.
waking up every night next to him and he's crying in pain and you're crying in
Yeah.
pain because you can't sleep and he's in pain. Like his energy affects my
Yeah.
energy. That shit
Like-
is so real.
Like true story, my stepfather had a major stroke a year after my mom and him got married, and he's been for 15 to 16 or so years. He's been dealing with the ups and downs. His health just deteriorated. So for her to be by his side, like these are the standards that I have to have now because I'm like, damn, I seen this woman literally be solid a year. Imagine that. Like you just get with somebody, you just marry that person, and all of a sudden they have something very traumatic happens to them that's very life changing. So how you maneuver in those things, that determines a lot. You know what I'm saying? To
A
me,
lot.
To me, that determines a lot. Cause I'm like, damn. If she's solid for me for that long, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not every female's gonna be solid for you like that.
No, and I get that, but that's why. But that's the difference between some girl I'm probably talking to, some girl
Versus-
I'm girlfriend, and some girl I'm marrying. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And that's why I say too, like I have to start to see those certain things in you before I can move along. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a cute face
I
that
guess-
come a dime a dozen.
It does, but see, with all that being said, like how you just never really know.
At the beginning.
No, you don't. You don't. But that's why I said too, like you have to take your time.
So would you rather take that pretty face for 3 years, who's gonna hold you down and not be solid, with that gremlin? I'm talking about a real gremlin. Like
Well, I'm-
like
well, I'm
Planet
just-
of the Apes, like go.
Well,
Not Planet of the
well,
Apes.
well,
like,
Goodbye.
I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna just be honest. Like I'm gonna have to desire
and
you
the Planet
sexually
Apes,
too.
the Planet
So-
Apes chick, she's gonna like
She's not even- but
her
the
body
gremlin-
back, her body back, just her face.
But the
Her
gremlin
face-
ain't even gonna get there.
The face is just.
It doesn't matter. It's that
Whoa.
energy.
That's it.
You know,
Her face-
sometimes because I don't have a good track record with my man, you will see them be like, damn, he copped you. And it's just because of the energy. At that time, it was just the energy. So for him,
Yeah.
it could be the energy at the time. It just didn't end up working out.
I mean, but I think also too with that, listen, if I don't find you sexually attractive, I don't find you sexually attractive. Like I might fall for you in that moment because I'm having an emotional phase. But after that emotional phase wear off, I'm gonna realize I don't really find you that kind of
I
attractive.
call that the
So
feeling
I
after
can't.
the nut.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So I can't really say I would be with somebody who I wasn't attracted to.
I can
in a
say
long
that.
Time, another
time.
time.
Yeah.
I would've-
Yeah, that's
I
another
would've
time.
do women
But
got.
I'm just saying I couldn't.
Do women
that. I
also
couldn't do
have the
that.
feeling after the nut, and that can be called, that can be another topic, another conversation. Because I tell
That's
you
a
what,
good question.
men
The
got
feeling
a
after
feeling.
the nut.
The feeling after the nut.
you
The,
know,
the fan.
like I
the
said, I
FAN,
feel like a
the
man.
feeling
I
after
feel
that
like
nut.
some men are selfish when it comes to their nut. Like a bitch don't even have time to nut because it
You
takes
see-
a
you
woman
see-
a long time
You see
to
how
nut.
she ducked that? You see
Yeah.
how she ducked it? You see how
Listen. Y'all men are selfish as fuck when it comes to nut. I can't speak for every man, but a lot of men that I slept with, like half of them I'd even nut with, period. And you know, that's just what it is because they just don't know how to make a woman nut. And it takes a lot for me to nut. Like if you make me nut, congratulations, you're a beast. If you don't make me nut, I mean, you're just one of the 80% because you have to know a woman's body, and every woman's body is different.
I just
And you
wanna-
have to be good at playing that instrument because if
Yeah.
you're not good at playing
Facts.
that instrument and fixing them tones when it needs to be toned up, you know what I'm saying?
True.
You're gonna
All
be
facts.
out the water.
All
I mean,
facts.
it's expected the same thing for me. Like I could tell you right now, every guy don't like his dick sucked the same. Period. You can't tell me otherwise because I experienced it.
Word.
I know each guy likes it different. Some like it slow, some like it fast, some like it
Facts.
this way, some like it that way. But that's me learning on the way on how they flow. Now, how you react is how I go.
Right.
So I sound like I'm doing a rap song now, but that's just what it is. But it's the same thing like with women. So
Yeah.
we can acknowledge that a little
Right.
bit. But it's just like,
And can I just add one small caveat real quick?
Mhm.
It's kind of slightly off topic, but still kind of in the same vein. Guys, women like to have sex too.
yeah.
And I think that that's something that guys don't really understand. But like women like sex. I won't say, I won't necessarily, I don't know if I believe that they like sex just as much, but it's
No.
pretty damn
I
close.
can tell you this right now. I know a lot
They
of
do.
females.
Yeah,
just
they like sex.
They love sex as much as you do.
Right, and I just want to put that out because guys sometimes we don't think that really matters, but how you
No.
perform in bed
It doesn't matter. It
So I
does
just want
matter.
to put that out there. In the
Like, if
atmosphere
you
for-
don't please me right,
Yeah, I
like,
just
I'm
wanna
gonna be
put that
like,
out there.
okay, but I'm never ever gonna
Yeah.
forget.
I just want to put that out there because sometimes we might have guys listening to this and they might think a lot of things, but just understand that she likes fucking too. That's all I'm saying.
So just to
Facts.
wrap things up. So now we're past the girlfriend stage.
Yes.
What does it take to be Stevie's wife and Don's wife?
Okay. Being a person that has never been married, so this is going to be very loosely based.
You have an idea,
Great,
though.
great
You always
caveat.
had an
Great
idea.
caveat.
You know,
Great caveat.
Yes.
for me at this stage in my life, it's going to go back to being able to hold down everything that I need you to be when it's the girlfriend stage. I need you to remain loyal, be loving, be caring and nurturing. If you could do those small four things, 'cause I think that's small. I think it's regular small things that you're asking of a human being. If you can do these things, and I'm having fun with you, I can laugh with you, I can share with you, I can be open and honest with you, and you're understanding of me, and I'm understanding of you, and we have this bond, and I don't see why not, and I don't see why I can't get married.
What about the financial part?
Oh, well, we both. I as long as I'm financially stable, and I don't. Which way? What do you mean financial part?
So, okay, so this is where I'm coming with the financial part. Some men are willing to take care of their women. Some men
Oh.
do expect their women to be on the same level financially.
I
Like, to
understand.
be able to understand, like, what it takes to pay the bills. Or how you guys can work at the scene to make more money. Or vice
okay, I
versa.
understand.
Because some women expect men to pay for everything.
I understand.
Expect to buy the clothes, the toothpaste, the fucking panties.
The thing is,
give me the
if
Q-tips.
this is my wife, that's a whole different story from a girlfriend or someone you're dating expecting those type of
But
standards.
what do you want
Facts.
someone to be
If I'm
winning with you,
if I'm
earning with you,
if I'm
building with you?
if my financial situation is perfect and I'm good, my wife ain't got to work. If I'm good enough like that,
Right.
But also, she got to have some type of hobby or something. You're not
Yeah.
just waking up and
So
like,
you do
what are
expect
doing?
something.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
Not no
like, what are
lazy
you-
ass bitch.
Right. You're not just, hey, good morning, and you're still in bed. I come
Because
back and you're still in bed. Like,
attractiveness,
Yeah.
attractiveness is still important.
right. Like, what are you doing? Like, you taking care of the kids? Like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
Laziness is
Right,
unattractive.
or at least, or
Very.
start your own business. Start a
Yeah.
be a start a business on your own. Like I don't learn to knit.
She has
or
the
s-
opportunity, the
sell
time.
crochet hats or something. Do something.
Yeah.
Don't just sit around doing nothing.
So that would be a deal breaker for her to sit down and do nothing because you got
Literally,
everything
but
handled.
yeah, and I think that should be almost for anyone. Like, who wants that type of lazy energy? Like you're doing
Be
nothing.
surprised.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say for me, I think becoming my girlfriend is a prerequisite for becoming my wife. So, as somebody who thinks a little bit differently than I did when I was younger, I think even to make somebody my girlfriend is a serious commitment because it's going to take a lot for me to get to that phase, and not because. And not really because of anything because I'm hurt or anything like that. It's just because I know my worth and I know what I bring to the
Facts.
table, and I want.
That's a
to
serious
know that-
decision,
Match that.
though.
Yeah, and I
To
want you. I
match
want
that.
you
To
to
marry
match that.
someone
I know
is
where
so
I'm going. I know what I'm trying to
serious.
do. So I need to know that you're on that same wave. That's important to me.
I can agree with that.
So I mean, that's what I would say. If that person is genuinely matching my energy, I think that's important. And to your point, as far as the financial aspect is concerned, I think that's a conversation that we would have. You know what I mean? And if I was in a position to where that could happen, yes. But also too, I also understand that some women just like to be busy. So some women like to work for the sake of just working. You know, and that's their own.
That's me, guys.
Yeah, that's their own thing, and that's cool. Like I'm not going to take that away from her because maybe she might have went to school and became a doctor. Who am I to tell her
Facts.
you can't
Don't
practice
use
medicine?
your-
I
Yeah,
wish a bitch would.
Yeah.
Don't you want this money,
Yeah.
Poppy? Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
So for me, once again, it's about. But I feel like we would have established certain things within the dating stage, so that when we get to the marriage stage, it's not as big of a transition as sometimes it is for other people. Because I feel like at this stage, and I'm in my mid-30s almost. So at this stage of the game, we having real conversations. We not,
Facts.
it ain't just.
And that's
play,
how I feel. We having real conversations now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't got time for you to just holler at me at the club while I'm eating
Yeah.
a slice of pizza.
Yeah.
Tell me how beautiful I am.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm no longer dating because you're beautiful. I'm dating because I want
Yes.
something
Right.
more. I'm looking for a wife.
Right.
at this
Exactly.
point.
Pretty faces come a dime a dozen. So now it's about Now it's about, okay, you have a pretty face, because obviously that's going to be what's going to attract me. Let's just be real, right?
Yeah, that's
You
why I
ain't-
ran
if
down
you-
because
I pulled up because you was fine.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it real. So, but once we get beyond that, now it's about, okay, what else do you bring to the table outside? And you're going to expect me to bring, say, something to the table outside of my face or my physique or whatever. So I feel like it's okay for me to match that same energy with her.
I agree.
So, what would be a big no-no for you guys?
As far as like the wife or girlfriend or in general?
Either or, and you guys choose so we can just conclude it. So this lady knows that
Selfishness for me. If you're selfish, it won't work. Like if it's all about you all the time, like it's only where you want to go, where you want to eat. Like it's no consideration of anyone else. Like how are you making me happy? And that's where it's starting to stop. Nah, this is a big no. I can't do selfishness.
I would say submissiveness. I think that's probably my biggest turnoff. Right. I don't want to feel like I have to come home and argue with you every day. Like I don't want to feel like I have to go out and fight the world and then come home and fight my girl.
Facts.
I don't want to feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, that's probably going to be the biggest
Salute
time.
Turner,
And I know
salute
submissiveness is not a great term for some people and all of that. But
Yeah.
people understand what you say when you
I
when you
understand
say
what
that.
you say
And most
because I
people-
feel like it's okay in relationship to be submissive to your partner to a certain extent.
Yeah, and most people do. They just like to be dumb, but they understand what you mean when you talk about being submissive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that to me is because, like I said, I don't want to. I want to feel like you're my partner. I don't want to feel like you're somebody I'm competing with.
Exactly.
I'm not dating a woman to
Or someone that you feel like is against you. Like
Yeah,
you want
I
to be
don't-
like, yo, like
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like you're my enemy.
Yeah, I want to enjoy you. I want to
Yeah.
be like, yeah, you know, this is my girl, and it's around, and you know what I mean. Like I want to,
Especially if they
that,
like
that
they don't
special part of
understand
my life.
you. Like they
Yeah.
find a way to understand who you are.
Yeah, I want you to be that special part of my life. I want to keep you hidden, and not because I want to keep you hidden, but I want to keep you hidden. Like this is just
That's
me.
your
This is my
jewel. That's your
yeah.
treasure.
This is
That's-
my.
yeah.
I don't want nobody to. This is you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So to me, I think that would be the biggest turnoff. If I see a woman is being a little too
Loose, just out there.
yeah, or not even just that. If I just feel like a woman, because I mean, loose and stuff like that could be subjective. Maybe she's just like that with you, because not every woman is every way with every man.
Facts. Different
I would
people
say I
different
like
men
to
bring out different
party.
things
Yeah,
in women.
like not
You
every
know,
yeah,
but
like,
a bitch like to cook like fucking Christmas dinner
Yeah.
too. Like you
and
can
that,
get
yeah,
anything that
yeah,
you
I was gonna say,
want.
that may not necessarily mean that just because you like to party doesn't necessarily mean
Yeah.
that you can't cook or whatever. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like that just mean like that's sometimes it's your
That's
personality.
stereotypical.
But like I said, I mean, just because a woman is one way with you doesn't necessarily mean she's that way
That's a
with
fact.
everybody. And
Yeah.
guys sometimes go into that
Yeah.
like, oh man, she did this for me, so that means she doing it now.
No,
That just
not
means
at
she
all.
did that. That just means she
That
feeling
could just
you
be
like
you.
that.
I want to
yeah.
put it on the record. What he just said is so true. Just because we do it for you,
Yeah.
we don't do it for everybody.
That's a fact.
That energy don't get disclosed
Yeah.
to everybody.
It's a-
'cause
She might bust down the first night for
right.
you.
I
Right.
must bounce
It's-
down the
it's-
first night for you, but the next guy and me, I'm like,
It's
not
a-
today.
It's a
You
nigga.
thought
Yeah.
you was wrong.
It's a nigga right now. That, yeah, it's a nigga right now that took on 20 dates and ain't even smelt the pussy. You get what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
And
Oh,
you,
God.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just hit her up and she was like, okay.
He
You know what I
lied.
mean? So
Big facts.
I think we should take a shot to that, guys. Take a shot to that.
Yeah.
That is so true. That I'm glad you brought that
Yeah.
up, and that didn't even come from my mouth. That came from a guy's mouth. So I am so shocked that
Yeah.
that even happened.
because guys sometimes we think we think a little crazy.
Every like
sometimes.
yeah, they'd be like, oh, you like this with all the guys. No, I'm like this with you.
Yeah.
You hitting this one?
Your dick got me
Wait,
feeling
pour it for
some
you,
type
got
of way. My pussy wet.
Yeah, yeah.
What you gonna do now?
That's a
We
whole-
here.
Look,
This is the rap song.
Yo,
I done took off everything.
Salute to Jess.
Right.
I'm
Yo,
trying to tell
Salute
you.
to Jess.
yo, put that drink down. Yo, 2 drinks in, I think she's done. I think she's good. She's good. She's good.
I'd like to thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
I loved your insight. Salud.
Salute.
Salute.
Woo! Oh, guys, I don't know if you feel it,
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
but I do. Again, thank you guys for coming on the show. I really appreciate your insight, because, the people out here need to know.
Facts. Thanks for
And we
having
don't
me.
have something on here just to let the women know or men know what be going on.
Yeah, I think
So.
I think we touched on a lot of different
Yeah,
situations
I
for
think we
everybody.
did.
I think
I think
we
so,
touched on something for
So
everybody.
hopefully someone learned a little something.
Yeah.
I hope
yeah.
so, because y'all need to take another shot with us.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
No more?
I'm good.
All right.
You
well,
good too, but you just don't. You just don't know it. You good too.
Listen. It's not about me, guys. Anyways, Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Do not forget to follow Shift Division Media, me, Just from the Block, and these two fellas.
Steve Cash _ on Instagram.
Donnie with the Locs.
Love y'all. Bye.
Be safe though.